Hi Pisces, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your reading. I've shuffled these cards very well. I'm shuffling them a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of the reading. Pisces, let's find out what you can expect coming up. If this reading resonates, probably your reading. If it doesn't resonate, I would check your moon sign, which is your private and emotional self, or get a private reading from someone you trust. All cards are male or female, Pisces. Wow. Okay, so the overall energy here is the Two of Wands. There you are, hanging onto that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings with one hand and holding the world with the other hand. You're ready to move into a new life cycle. That's what you want to do. Okay, but you're not moving, you're contemplating it, thinking about it, imagining it, preparing for it. So this is surrounding your entire reading, and up in your highest energy, there's the Lovers, the card for Gemini. Gemini might be strong in your chart, their chart, or around this reading, but this is a special soulmate relationship. There's guardian angels and spirit guides. Feels like they want to try to hold you two together or push you two together. There could be an unfulfilled soul contract between the two of you. I think you've been lovers in another life. And it's a very special, beautiful connection. Now, I think you're wondering what the future would look like in moving forward with this very special soulmate. I have the Chariot right next to the Lovers and right above the Two of Wands. This is the card about moving forward, the Chariot. This is a card for Cancer also. Cancer might be strong in your chart, their chart, or around this reading. But, you know, one snap of those reins, you can move pretty fast. That's what the Chariot can do. So you're thinking about it, though. You're not moving yet. But I think if you do move, you might move pretty quickly. And you are definitely considering someone else, which is a very special soulmate to you in moving forward and entering a new life cycle. I have the King of Wands here next to the Chariot. The King of Wands is very mature-minded. This is your energy. Holding the staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. Fresh starts and new beginnings. And you got one hand on your hip. You're ready. You're like on the edge of your seat. You are so ready to move forward, and you're giving this a lot of thought. This is also fire energy, so this would be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that might be strong in your chart or their chart or around this reading. So, moving forward. It's all about moving forward and taking a loved person with you, a divine soulmate, and a lover from another life. I have the Ten of Pentacles next to the Two of Wands and under the Lovers. Wow. The Ten of Pentacles, there's union between two people. There's extended family, pets. There's a child. 10 Pentacles, that is security, stability, groundedness. This card can represent marriage, commitment. This is what you're contemplating. It looks like you're contemplating a future together with someone that is very special to you, a lover, for the long haul, and becoming secure and stable, and possibly even having a family with them. I have the Death card next to the Two of Wands and under the King of Wands. This Death card is Scorpio. Scorpio might be strong in your chart, their chart, or around this reading. But this is all about leaving the old behind and moving forward. This is what you want to do. You want to make a change. It's like ringing out the old year, ringing in the new year. So I think this is really what you want to do, and it looks like you're going to do it with this Death card coming out. I have the High Priestess under the Ten of Pentacles, and the High Priestess is all about intuition and knowing. So, you know, pull back that pomegranate curtain. Pay attention to what yourself is telling you. Trust yourself, because your intuitions are running very high. And the High Priestess comes out to let you know that you can trust your instincts. You can trust what you're feeling like doing here. Just trust yourself and you will be fine. You're worried about it. about a broken heart. So that's probably what's holding you back. That's why you're still thinking in this reading. By the time you see it, maybe you will have made up your mind. But you've been hurt before. Most people have. And you just want to make sure you're making the right decision here. So the Three of Swords, it can represent a third party, but I see no other evidence of a third party. I think this is just a broken heart we're talking about, unless something comes out over here, and I'll tell you, I'll change my mind. But you probably thought you were trusting your best instincts before, and it might have backfired. But this time, the High Priestess is here, and they're saying, trust yourself. I have the King of Pentacles next to the Three of Swords and under the Death card. You are really looking at that pentacle. Look at that. And it's going to happen. This is out there. This is what you're thinking about. This is where you want to go with this divine soulmate. So this can be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn that could be strong in your chart, their chart, or around this reading. Now, so Pisces, you're really mature, okay? You're mature-minded. And you're thinking maturely about your future and looking at that pentacle. So you're really contemplating how this is going to look. This is what you want. This is where you want to move forward to from the Death card. You want to leave old energy and move into something new, entirely different. And I think that is a commitment. I really do. And then taking it from there and moving forward with this person that you truly have deep feelings for. Let's take out the second part of this reading. What else do we need to know for Pisces? Oh gosh. Yeah, you're moving forward with them. There is no doubt you are going to have such a stable and secure relationship. And there's the card for marriage. Good Lord, marriage again. Oh gosh. You know, they're not only a lover or an ex-lover from another life. They're your best friend. Okay. I have the Six of Swords here next to the King of Wands. Gathering up truth and clarity. So I think this is just all about getting to know them better. And I think your thoughts are more and more and more going towards this committed long-term relationship here. And you're moving away from rocky waters and you're moving towards smoother, calmer waters. Remember, your heart's been broke before, but you're not alone, and it's taking some work. All relationships take some work. But I feel like you are moving across, and you are going to end up in a smoother, calmer, better place in your life with this lover. And I have the Queen of Pentacles here, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. That might be strong in your chart, their chart, or around this reading. But looky here. We have the King and Queen of Pentacles. I think you both want the same things. I think you're going to end up together. And I think that you will end up in a very grounded and long-lasting relationship, just like you want. Just like you're contemplating. I have the Nine of Swords next to the Queen of Pentacles. Here you are, up in your head. I think, you know, it feels almost like you're the one that's thinking of proposing. You could be the one. You could be really like swords of truth and clarity. All this, the quiet times that you spend, it's like you can't get them off your mind. You can't shake them. And you're thinking, if I can't shake them, I can't get them off my mind, I might as well spend the rest of my life with them. So, you know, Nine of Swords are thoughts. And those are thoughts of truth and clarity. And I think you really miss them when you're not with them. I have the Star card here next to the Death card and under the Six of Swords. Remember, I think you're moving away from rocky waters. And you're leaving old behind and moving forward. First off, this is a card for Aquarius. Aquarius might be strong in your chart, their chart, or around this reading. But this is healing. You've been through some deep, deep, deep healing spiritually, too, right down to your bare bones, to the bare essence of who you are. You now know what you want. You now know what you don't want. And that is why you're thinking of moving forward with this very special soulmate. I have the Justice card right next to the Star card and under the Queen of Pentacles. This is the card for Libra. Libra might be strong in your chart, their chart, or around this reading. But you've had your self-justice. You've come out of this healing with your sword up. So you're in self-protection. You got your scales in life rebalanced. So this is great. You become strong again. And you know what you want. And you're going to seek it and go for it. And it's right next to the Hierophant, which is a card for Taurus. Taurus might be strong in your chart, their chart, or around this reading. But the Hierophant, this is a traditional values, traditional morals. It is also a card of marriage and commitment. And that's what's going through your head. Excuse me. I always cough when I talk a lot. Not always, usually. I should say usually. Never say always. Okay. So under the Justice card, I have the Seven of Cups. Yeah. You were confused in love. You've healed over that. You've got some bad cups of love. Cups that are full of something else rather than love. And, most people have. So it causes confusion. And it makes you kind of doubt yourself. And that's, I think, why the High Priestess is here, is saying trust your intuition. Believe in yourself this time. I don't think it's one of those cups. All these cards that have come out, it definitely does not look like one of those cups that are in the Seven of Cups. And, you're very much aware anyway. You've learned. You know what to look for. You know what you want. You know what you don't want. I have the Two of Cups next to the Seven of Cups and under the Hierophant. You're going to come together with this person. And this person, like I say, is not only a lover from another life, probably already a lover in this life, and a special soulmate. This is another soulmate card. Your best friends. There is a lot of love between you. There is a meeting of the minds. We got the King and the Queen of Pentacles. I think you both want the same things, and I think you're going to end up in a committed relationship. And I'm going to take out another card, the bottom card, the Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles, this is what's holding you back. You're afraid that they might not see things the same way. Matter of fact, Three of Pentacles, Three of Swords. Now I'm starting to feel like there was either a third-party situation that you healed from, or there was just not a meeting of the minds. As far as moving forward, maybe you wanted to be engaged before, or you wanted to marry before, and it didn't work out. But this is a black card, and it's just like not coming together. It's like arguing about how things should be done. So you are holding. This is why you're standing there, okay? and you know what you want. High Priestess says follow your intuition. Your intuitions are running true and they're running strong. And this is what you're getting past. You're getting past this darker energy, those rocky waters, and you are moving towards smoother, calmer waters with this other person. So, wow, this is a really nice reading. I really like it. So, Aquarius, this is your reading. This is your card right here. Oh no, this is Pisces. Why do I do that? I don't know why I do that. This is Pisces reading. You didn't show up. Everybody else in the world did, but you didn't show up in this reading. But this is your reading, Pisces. I'm so sorry I said Aquarius. It's just because of the healing, I think, that you did go through some very, very deep healing from a previous relationship, and that's what's holding you back, okay? That's it. But you will be moving forward. And this relationship will be built on security, stability, and groundedness this time, for sure. So Pisces, this is your reading. Thank you for watching. Universal Guidance Tarot.